Greetings, families. We are excited to have yet another great DeKalb County School District Tech Cafe. Tonight's session, educational media resources and parent portal updates, facilitated by Instructional Technology, Office of Federal Programs, Parent and Family Engagement, and Educational Media. Now, to maximize this webinar, it is best you log in using a laptop or a computer. And if you have questions, please type them in the Q&A section. Now, we have some members of the Instructional Technology team, Educational Media, and our Title I Parent Center facilitators monitoring that section. Now, your questions are being recorded, and some answers will be provided in the chat or during the Q&A. Our parent and family engagement team. We provide support to families and schools who need assistance accessing school and district resources, addressing concerns, and building skills to be strong partners in their students' education. We are dedicated to developing educated, engaged, and empowered parents and staff who are partners in creating great schools in every region. Family engagement resources and support are available through the Department of Parent and Family Engagement and the Title I Office of Federal Programs in our regional parent centers. Now let's meet this dynamic parent and family engagement team. It is led by Dr. Tinsley. Then we have Ms. Marcia Coward, Parent and Family Engagement Manager. There are 6 liaisons. Narva Dunlap, she works in the area of parent, personal, and professional growth and development. Richard Stevens II, Parent and Family Engagement Wraparound Services. Latanya Winters Buford, Parent Leadership and Advocacy Training. Stephanie Valentine Forbes, Student Academic Support. Damon Gunter, Family Friendly Schools Initiative and Volunteerism. And Ann Ferreira, Diversity and Inclusion Advocacy. We also have Parent Center Facilitators. It's led by our Executive Director, Dr. Maisha Warren. We have our Director, Sean Thompson. Our 7 facilitators. Region 1 Center is located at Cross Keys High School. Facilitator is Angelica Rosso. Region 2 Center is located at Tucker High School. Facilitator, Cleveland Dollison. Region 3, that center is located at Stevenson Middle School. Facilitator, Victoria Turner. Region 4, that center is actually located at Dunair Elementary School, and the facilitator is Joseph Binford. Region 5, center location, Miller Grove Middle School. Facilitator, Tamisha Favors. Region 6, location is Columbia High School. Facilitator, Demetria Perkett Brown. And Region 7, center location, Cedar Grove Middle School. Facilitator, yours truly, Annette D. Ford.
So let's meet the information technology team or the instructional technology team. First, we have Region 1, Laura Crate. Region 2, Risa Azar. Region 3 is currently vacant. Region 4 is Chasmine Harris. Region 5 is Terry Webb. Region 6 is Dwayne Johnson, and Region 7 is Angela Johnson.
And last but not least, let's meet the fantastic educational media and instructional team members. Our director is Lami Baker. The coordinators are Dr. Ron Adams, Pamela Taylor, and Janie Cossack. Our other support members for educational media and instructional materials are Abel Rojas, administrative support, Felicia Tucker, bookkeeper, Sue-Ann Prigge, library services, Shirley Spiglon, data entry clerk, Angela Odoms, administrative assistant, Conrad Thompson, technician, and Mia Pemberton, secretary, educational media.
At the end of this session, you will be able to describe the resources from educational media and also explain the Infinite Campus Portal features and the updates from Infinite Campus Portal.
Good evening. My name is Pamela Taylor, and I am truly excited to present tools for learning this evening. By the end of the presentation, I hope that you will know how to use the learning tools that will be featured today, and you will be able to use those tools to support your child's learning. Before I begin, I will briefly share about the Department of Educational Media and Instructional Materials. We are part of the district's Curriculum and Instruction Division that is headed by Mrs. Stacy Stepney, Ms. Stacy Stepney, the district's Chief Academic Officer, and Mr. Oliver Lewis, Executive Director, who oversees the operations of the Department of Educational Media and Instructional Materials. Our department is responsible for the district's library media centers, library personnel, and textbooks and supplementary instructional materials. As a parent of two sons that attended schools in DeKalb County School District, my husband and I were very concerned about our children's education, much like you. We were also interested in knowing which tools were being used to enhance and support our children's learning. Before and especially after the school closures due to COVID-19, parents wanted to know, how can I support my child's learning? Our district has always provided a plethora of instructional resources and digital tools to increase academic achievement and enhance your child's knowledge, experiences, skills, and abilities. Several years ago, our district realized that we had a lot of digital tools, many requiring different username and passwords. There were just too many logins to keep up with, especially for our students. We were very ecstatic to learn that the district had selected a single sign-on portal to access district, school, and state-sponsored resources. Launchpad is operated by Clever, and it is the district's portal to digital resources and digital tools for learning, enrichment, research, and remediation. Your child can access Launchpad several ways. It is a simple click on the Launchpad orange rocket that is found on the district's website's homepage, on DCSD student devices, and DCSD mobile app. The URL, if you just would like to use the link to access Launchpad, is students.decabschools.ga.org. I wanted to provide a demonstration of how to locate the orange Launchpad rocket on today, but I am only going to provide a screenshot of the district's homepage. And once you reach the district's homepage, scroll down to the bottom of the page and click on the orange rocket for Launchpad. There are many tools found in Launchpad that I wish to show you on this evening, but unfortunately, due to time limitations, I'll only showcase a few of them. So let's open up Launchpad's toolbox to learn about some of the most engaging tools that we have in Launchpad. The first tool is Destiny Online Catalog. In Launchpad, every child and teacher is connected to their school's Destiny Online Catalog, and Destiny includes the full collection of all digital and print resources that are located in your child's library media center. It is available anytime and anywhere there is Wi-Fi connection. Your child can search for books, ebooks, audiobooks, and other digital resources that are available in Destiny Catalog for your child's school. There are various ways to search for these materials, and it includes, you can search by title, subject, author, or by Lexile measure. If curbside book checkout is offered at your child's school, your child will use the Destiny Online Catalog to place holds on the books that they wish to check out. To log into Destiny's online catalog, all you need is your child's student number for DeKalb County School District. For the username, please type an S before the student number, and the password for all students and all teachers in the district is the same. The password for Destiny Online Catalog is My Destiny. There are two views for Destiny, and I provided a sample of each. On the left side of your screen is Destiny's Classic View. This view provides the most variations for search options, and it is here in Destiny Classic View that you may search by Lexile reading level, by award winners, or by author or title or the subject area, so more variations. The image on the right side is for Destiny Discover. You can see just by that image, Destiny Discover is very engaging and includes the book cover of the titles, along with all the resources are grouped together into certain sections, and that includes the print books, the ebooks, audio books, and interactive books. Our next tool is Sora by Overdrive. Your child can access age-appropriate ebooks and audiobooks that were purchased by the district and others that were purchased by the teacher librarian at your child's school. These books can be borrowed and read and returned online. You may download the Sora app onto your child's mobile device for easy access to reading materials. The first time that your child accesses Sora app in Launchpad, he or she will need to search for DeKalb County School District. Start by typing DeKalb, then county and schools. You'll notice in the example that I provided, there is another district with a similar name, DeKalb County Schools, but this district is located in Alabama. So please be sure to select DeKalb County School District when using Sora. And you only have to do that one time. At this point, Your questions should have been provided, entered in the Q&A area of tonight's presentation. Do I have any questions regarding Destiny Online Catalog and Sora by Overdrive?
Not at this time.
Thank you. All right, well, let's look at a third learning tool. The third learning tool is Georgia Library Learning Online. This collection of resources is provided by the University Systems of Georgia, and Georgia Library Learning Online is also known as Galileo. So you may have heard your child mention Galileo before. Galileo has an extensive collection of journals, magazines, newspapers, encyclopedias, videos, images, just the works. It is a one-stop shop for all of the different formats of resources. To access Galileo, you may use the link that is located within Launchpad. So all your child will need to do is to log into Launchpad, click on Galileo's link, and then they will be asked to select their school system, which is DeKalb County School District. And after they select DeKalb County School District, they will be asked to enter a password. Our password is Beeline. The password changes 3 times per year. This password will expire on January the 7th, 2021. Here is a demonstration of what Galileo looks like. When you click the Galileo icon in Launchpad, you will see that this is the area in which you will type DeKalb County Schools. After you type DeKalb County Schools, you will be asked to enter the password, which is Beeline, and then you will choose the most appropriate view for your child. Galileo offers an elementary school, middle school, high school, and educator view for using Galileo. The features available when using Galileo resources include text-to-speech, which is one of my favorites, because when an article or an ebook has the text-to-speech option, the articles and ebooks will be read to your child. Galileo also offers dictionary so that you may look up words that are unfamiliar to your child. There are citations, which we must give credit to the authors that wrote the articles or books that your child is using to complete their class assignments. And then it also has language translation. With language translation, you may select the language that is most appropriate for your child. Before I continue with the presentation, are there any questions regarding Galileo?
None at this time.
Thank you. So let's move to our fourth learning tool. Our fourth tool is World Book Online. And let me tell you something. This is a funny story. When I was a child, which was a long, long time ago, but door-to-door salesmen would go throughout the neighborhoods selling different products. Well, on one occasion, a door-to-door salesman from World Book Encyclopedia stopped by our house. And it was at that time that my parents purchased a set of 1968 World Book Encyclopedias. And I think I'm telling my age, so But just wanted to let you know that my sisters, my brother, and I use the World Book Encyclopedia just like it was the internet, because during that time, the internet was not in existence in our small rural Georgia town. And this is what we utilize to complete our class assignments and research projects. Since then, I am so happy to say that World Book has expanded their products, and now they offer online products, some of the best ones that I've seen that work for all learners. It's for all ages, all content areas. It is one of the fantastic tools that you can use to support your child's learning. Each school within our district has a specific username and password to access World Book resources, and your child's teacher librarian at the school has already provided that information to the teachers and administrators and other staff members in the building. Now, in this database, World Book Early Learning, it is most appropriate for pre-K and second grade students. It includes videos, stories, games, and various activities. Now, there's one part that I like as a teacher librarian myself, is that World Book has provided the Lexile score for every story. And in case you're asking yourself, what is Lexile? Right now in our district, we are completing the MAP assessment test. And after your child has completed the test, within the results that they receive, it includes their Lexile score, which correlates to their reading ability. Books and articles and stories, they also have Lexile measures. As we are helping children locate books, and as you are helping your child, you can match your child's Lexile score to books that are closely within the same range as your child's score. World Book also offers dramatic learning. Do you have a child in your house right now that loves to act and participate in plays? Dramatic learning uses plays, skits, and monologues to enhance learning in a fun and engaging manner. As a child myself, I love making up stories. Sometimes within the story, I was the teacher. Other times, I was the mother of my in that story. And occasionally, for my dolls, when I was making up stories, I was the hairstylist. So all of my dolls, if you ask any of my siblings, they would tell you that I cut their hair all the time. I was that dramatic child that had such a great imagination. Well, using dramatic learning, your child can use their creativity and critical thinking skills as they are trying to create these theaters that are within your house and different costumes for the actors participating in the play. So how fun would it be to have your child or your children entertain you with a play that they were able to find in dramatic learning? World Book Online also offers 2 Spanish encyclopedias. And for this student encyclopedia, it is very user-friendly, very vibrant images for your child, with many of our district schools offering Spanish courses and classes. World Book Encyclopedia offers resources that will support children in the Spanish classes to reinforce the skills and training that has been provided by their teachers. And I myself am not very skillful in the Spanish language. So when I'm using the encyclopedia, At times, I really need to use Google Translate, and Google Translate will work with the articles that are found in World Book Encyclopedia. Activity Corner. Do you have children that may even say to you this afternoon, I'm bored, what are we going to do? If you have a child like that, Activity Corner is the best place that you can go and find a variety of activities for all ages, all grade levels that will be interesting to your child. It includes gardening, origami, jewelry making, cooking, their recipes, and there are many activities that are themed, holiday themed crafts. So if you're planning to participate in Halloween this weekend, the first thing, please be safe if you're going to participate. But then also allow your child to use Activity Corner to get ideas of costumes and to make other crafts related to Halloween. Timelines are offered through World Book Online, and many years ago, I was a social studies teacher for 8 years. I often assign timelines to help reinforce what the students are learning about a particular person, a historical event, or just whatever is related to the assignment. In this example of Mohandas Gandhi, you'll see that your child can include important dates and important facts or interesting facts that go along with those dates. You can insert images, videos, and other links that will take you to additional information about Mohandas Gandhi. So please encourage your child to use World Book Online as they are creating timelines. Now, I know I covered a lot of resources in the World Book Online section. It included the timelines, Activity Corner, Dramatic Learning, the encyclopedia, Spanish encyclopedia, World Book Early Learning. Do you have any question related to any of these 5 resources?
Not at this time. Thanks.
Thank you. And now, one of our partners that we have worked with for years is the DeKalb County Public Library. I cannot say how much I appreciate their partnership. And by partnering with the DeKalb Public Library, we have been able to expand the number of resources that students and teachers within DeKalb County School District can use in learning and for teaching. Back in December 2019, and I can't believe that it's almost been a year since the youth service coordinator at DeKalb County Public Library and I, we had a discussion. I wanted to find out how can all DeKalb County school district students receive a DeKalb County Public Library card. So there was a lot of discussion in December. However, we were not able to finalize any or make some sort of agreement to move forward. But needless to say, when March 2020 came along, I was right back on the phone, and the youth service coordinator and I were discussing what could we offer during this time of school and library closures. So at that time, we were able to offer to the DeKalb County School District students and teachers a digital library card. And in fact, by offering the digital library card to DeKalb County School District students and teachers, it actually was available for all DeKalb County residents. The digital library card will allow you to access the digital resources that are available at the public library. and one of which I would strongly urge you to apply for this digital library card is BrainFuse Help Now. And it is an online tutoring service and homework helper that would definitely support your child's learning if needed. So please go to dekalblibrary.org, that is their website, and apply for your digital library card tonight, right after this presentation. In September, we were ecstatic and excited that DeKalb School District and DeKalb County Public Library were able to further our partnership, and it was through Sora by Overdrive. And I just talked to you about Sora by Overdrive, but now through Public Library Connect, your students can not only use the ebooks and audiobooks that are found in the district's Sora collection or their school's Sora collection, but they can also add DeKalb County Public Library to access their Sora collection as well. And you'll notice on the screen, it gives you instructions that there's a button that says add a library. And at that time, you will enter DeKalb County Public Library and select that library, and it will automatically add. You only have to do this one time so that afterwards, each time your child logs in through Launchpad, they will have both collections, DeKalb County School District and DeKalb County Public Library. Finally, DeKalb County Public Library is offering contact-free pickup services, so your child can request materials through their library account. So please apply for your digital library card. And also they are offering part and print services where you can print up to 10 black and white pages per day for free. If you want more information about all of the services offered by DeKalb County Public Library, please call your local branch, or you may visit their website at dekalblibrary.org. Well, we're made it to the end, and at the start of the presentation, my hope was that you would learn the tools that would support your child's learning. However, I'm going to change that a little bit, and what I want to know is, have you learned at least one tool for learning that you will use to support your child's learning? If you've never used Launchpad, let's start with Launchpad. That's a great place to start because it opens up an entire toolbox of different resources that you can use for your child. These resources are provided to you at no cost. So why not use the resources that are in Launchpad? If my children were not grown men now, I would have them also use Launchpad. So I'm offering this invitation to you to show your child how to use Launchpad. In our Q&A window, you should have placed any questions there. But at this time, are there any questions before I close out this presentation regarding the tools for learning?
There is one question. Do parents have access to these resources as well, or is it only accessible to students?
The resources for Launchpad are only accessible to the students. However, if you apply for a digital library card with DeKalb Public Library, those resources are available to you. Are there any other questions? And just a reminder again, the teacher librarian at your child's school has provided all of the login information, login credentials for your child's school, because World Book Online has a specific username. And if you have not received those login credentials from your child's teacher or from the teacher librarian, we have provided a link in the Q&A area. And if you click on that link, it is to a Microsoft form where you are to include your first name, your last name, your email address, your child's school. If you have more than one child and they are at different schools, there is a section where you can type in the additional schools. So please do that today, and then our Ed Media department will email you the school's login for the digital tools that were covered on today's presentation. If there are no other questions, thank you so much for your participation this evening. I would like to extend special thanks to Parent Engagement Office, the Office of Federal Programs, and Instructional Technology for inviting Educational Media to come this evening and present. I also would like to thank my own favorite people, which is Ed Media team. And tonight I was assisted by Janie Cossett and Abel Rojas and Sue-Ann Kriege, along with our director, our fantastic director, Mrs. Lami Baker. So special thanks to everyone. And if you have any questions, I have provided my contact information. And you may email me if there were any questions regarding today's presentation. And if you go to the next slide, it would provide the contact information. And thank you so much for participating this evening. And there are some more very important information that Ms. Annette Ford and Ms. Risa Azar will provide for you at this time.
Thank you, Pam. Great job there, by the way. So we want to talk a little bit about Infinite Campus Portal. So Campus Portal is a confidential and secure website that provides parents with real-time access to information to better understand, monitor, and participate in the educational process. So the perspective that we're taking it from today is using a computer to look at, using the website to look at Infinite Campus Portal, but there is also the option to have the mobile app, and this can be on any smartphone. And there is an Infinite Campus Portal app for students and one for parents as well. So how do you get to the Infinite Campus Portal, especially for the very first time? What you would do is this is one of the ways to get to it, is you would go to the DeKalb County website at www.dekalbschools.ga.org. And once you're on the website, we're going to go to the next slide, because once you go to the website, you go to the very bottom. And at the very bottom, there is the Infinite Campus icon. Once you click on that icon, we'll go to the next slide, and it will ask for a login either for the student or for the parent. And once one of those is clicked, then you come up to the screen where you can, where you're on the left there, it shows where you would put in your username and password that you have already established. If you have not established that username and password, you can click on New User. And when you click on New User, then you would be able to put in an activation key. And where do you get this long 30 some odd letters and numbers activation key? You have to get that from the school. If you call the school, the registrar can give you that activation key and read that off to you so you can enter that in and create a username and a password. And each activation key is unique to each person. So if there's a two-parent household, there's an activation key for one parent and then an activation key for the other parent as well. And also for the student or students, each one has their own activation key. So that is how you log in. And now what we're going to do, I'm going to turn it over to Annette, and she is going to talk about once we're in the actual tool on the laptop, on the computer, what do we see once we're in the portal?
Thanks, Risa. Now, the first thing we want to talk about is the look of the features. The exact same features and the look is the same on a computer as it is in the mobile app. I always say it's just a shell of the desktop view, the mobile app is. But tonight, just as Risa said, we're going to look at it from the perspective of a desktop view. Well, at the top of your navigation, you'll see 3 bars. It allows you to get to the menu to see everything on that left navigation. There's a bell there. That's your notification bell. If you're on the mobile app, it is real time. Say that out loud, everyone. Real time. Yes, I heard you. And then there is a user or that little person little view there. That user has its own little menu as well. When it is activated, you click it. You will see your name. You will see settings. And under settings, you get an opportunity to change the notification setting. Now, the default to notifications is all grades, all attendances, but you can change it if you would like. Also under settings, you'll see your account settings where you can change a couple things there in terms of your volume. You can change a number of things under there. There's language. Select the language most appropriate for you. And then you have this section where it says give feedback and log off. So let's look at the first feature, Message Center. As soon as you log on, you're going to see messages. These messages include those from the school level as well as from the district level. The school level announcements or messages will be found under the tab that says Inbox. Today is exactly what it is. The Today view shows the student's schedule for that particular day and lists any assignments that's due that day as well as the next day. Then there's the calendar view. The calendar view displays data in 3 different modes. Those modes are assignment, schedule, and attendance. And later on, we're going to talk about each of those modes. Assignments. Assignments is a collection of all the students' assignments with the focus on the day in which you are viewing your child's information in the portal. After that, you will see the days afterwards in terms of the assignments. And then there are grades. Grades show all the grades earned by your student for all tasks and the standards. Now, in the grades, under the grades feature, you will see all terms. The terms are indicated by the month that it started and the month that it ended. So those time periods are there. Currently, we are in term 1-2. And then there's a feature called Gradebook Updates. Now that's where you're going to see all of your notifications sharing with you those most recent scored assignments that the teacher has placed into the gradebook. Those notifications will be presented on this particular screen. Attendance. Parents, it is very important to monitor your child's grades and attendance and the other data that's here in the parent portal. Research shows that when a child has a parent or a caring adult monitoring their success, they do better. And so with attendance, if you have any concerns about the recording of the attendance for your child's record, please contact your school and make those corrective actions. Every school has their own set of protocols in doing that, so please partner with your school for any concerns with attendance. Schedule. So at any term, you can determine your child's schedule. As a result of clicking on that particular class, you get to the teacher and you're able to email the teacher within Infinite Campus as well. It also has on the schedule the rotation of days. Oh, I know. There are times when your child comes home, if we were inside the schoolhouse, and say, today's rotation is A, or perhaps your child told you it was B. Some schools even indicate it as day 1 and day 2. So that's what we mean by rotations on the schedule. Responsive schedule, that particular feature is currently not utilized in DeKalb County School District. Documents. So on today, we received progress reports for the 9-week marking. This is the latest feature of Infinite Campus, and we are excited about it. When you log into Infinite Campus on a desktop at this time, you have access to your child's, what we call the report card, and oftentimes we also call it a progress report. Once you click on your child's school under report card, it is automatically downloaded as a PDF, sharing with you your child's progress report. That when we were in the schoolhouse, we would send it home to you. Well, in this environment, it is provided to you electronically through Infinite Campus Parent Portal. So if you log on tonight, you will see your child's progress report. Any questions or concerns about it, please contact your school. Now on the next slide, you will see what it looks like. So it has all of the information regarding the grading scale, the teacher's name, the class, any absences. It will also have conduct. Then there's a feature called More. Under More, you have the address information of the student's household. You have important dates, such as holidays and anything impacting our calendar when we are out of school, that is a great feature to look at to determine when we're out for holidays, as you make time for vacations. The entire year's calendar is under important dates. If we're in the schoolhouse and your child is in middle school or high school, the locker number will be there. For transportation, you'll see the bus route number, as well as the time in which it should arrive at that bus stop. GTID, that stands for Georgia Testing ID. That's the Georgia Testing ID number for students when we're testing. The students utilize that. And annual verifications, we do that every year as students register for school. To the far right, you see quick links, a quick link to our district website, as well as the website to the school of your student. Any type of support you need in navigating the mobile device, an SLDS portal, that stands for State Longitudinal Data System Portal. And that's where all of the information pertaining to the assessments that your child has done in the state of Georgia, that data resides there. Now, one of the things I did not say to you is that if you have more than one student in DeKalb County School District, maybe you have an elementary, a middle, and a high school student, all of your students' information, the different students, are under one login for you. When you go to the user on the far right-hand side, the little person figure, you will have a drop-down box in which you can select one by one which child's information and data you would like to see. Are there any questions about Infinite Campus and the updates? Risa, we will proceed.
Okay, great. All right, let's move on. All right, perfect. So with the Instructional Technology Department, we have a website that can be useful for students and parents, and it is called Virtual Learning Support for Students, and it is at www.decabschoolsga.org/virtual-learning-support. And we're constantly updating that website for anything that comes out with virtual learning and to assist the parent and the student. On that website also, there is a section where it explains how to do your device wellness check for the Chromebook, and that is at that same address. And then we also have the Digital Dreamers site that is linked at the bottom left of that website, and it talks about the user agreement for the Chromebooks and for any device that is given from the school to the student. And at this point, we thank you so much for listening to our presentations and hope that you have a wonderful evening. And we can end the presentation. Perfect.